bath time. How are you doing? Doing good? You having a good time? All right, we're ready. We're going to have a good time tonight. All right, no glizzies this week. Our glizzy sponsor pulled out. Now we still have our glizzy holder though. Is our glizzy vase still available on our merch website? Buy some now. It helps us out. It helps us keep the lights on. And it helps us sustain this tremendous production value that you've fucking come to expect from the Girthy Hogs Network. We still have our hog wash for sale. You can also get that. These are vials. Comes in salted and unsalted. We have vials, we have pints, and we have gallons. Once again, that's salted and unsalted. If you want me to pour some hog wash in your girth box, just let me know. Let that in an email. If you order a girth box between now and March 22nd, then I will include some of Papa Hogg's very own hog wash free of charge. All right, so that's a steal of a deal. Can't go wrong with that. All right, so we are excited to be here. We have a very, very exciting announcement. Girthy Hogs are launching another show on their channel. We are all about variety here. We're all about finding the best ways to show your hog and show your girth, because your girth is your worth. And one of the things we're doing is we are starting Girthy vlogs. Vlogs are a big hit thing right now, and we think that the Girthy Hogs need to join the vlog universe. We're gonna start doing our vlogs soon. We got some adventures coming up that we wanna take you on. It's gonna be a big, nice, just juicy ride. A big, juicy ride. I know, it's silly, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. Can't wait to have you. We can't wait to have you guys come on with us. It's going to be awesome. Don't you think? Yeah, I know. It's great. It's great news. It's exciting. It's very exciting. All right. First up on the mantle, trees in Australia smell like cum. So, you ever been to Australia? You probably know this already. We got many viewers in Australia. I'm sure they'll let you know. It's just an entire country that just smells like cum. So it's like, I can't even imagine, like, I'm an Australian. Hey, sir, jolly good. Come to our country. It smells like jizz. I don't know what they're doing down there, but their trees smell like cum. That's kind of silly. It's mostly the deciduous forest, whatever they got going on down there. There's some sort of chemical that comes out of them, and it just smells like cum. It's just the entire country that smells like cum. So they've got the most beautiful beaches in the world. Australia's got kangaroos, and they've got crocodiles, and they've got great white sharks, which we'll get to later. But they also have trees that smell like cum. So that's another reason to visit Australia. If you're out there listening, and we know that you are. We love you, and we hope that you bring some of those trees to the United States, because there's not enough cum in the trees in the United States. Let me tell you that right now. Okay? What else we got? Vince McMahon's a piece of shit. Did you know that? I thought that was like already known for like the last 30 years. But apparently he's in the news for being like even more of a piece of shit than anybody anticipated. And speaking of shit, he literally like wanted to like shit on this chick. That's cool. And he sent her out to like go have sex with other dudes and stuff, and was like texting her and being like, "Oh yeah, you do a great job, make me proud, baby." And it's like, what the fuck? That's not the way to act. He was acting like it's this time, when really Vince McMahon should have been acting like it's this time. Yeah, boo! Fuck you, Vince McMahon. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Alright, Vince McMahon's a piece of fucking shit. Wrestling's fake, in case you didn't know that. But those text messages, not fake. Fucking real. Boo! Boo! Fuck you, dude. You suck. You're like the worst dude. You suck, man. Alright. In other news, what else we got? It is 2024. You are so 2000 and late because I'm 2008. Just had to throw that one in there. That was a cool one. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. All right. So, you know how the world's going to shit, and we got World War III basically sparking off all over the fucking globe. Every time we look, there's something new, crazy going on. It's something new. It's something wild. It's something insane. Missiles flying this way. Rocks throwing that way. There's something going on. Explosions. Bombs. Like, what the fuck is going on? Refugees! Man, they're everywhere. There's so much going on right now, I can't even fucking handle it. All right, but anyway, we have all of this going on, but at the same time, we have some very serious bullshit to deal with. The Panama Canal, made famous by Panama City. Take me down to the Panama City. What's that band? Motley Crue. Yeah, the Motley Crue. Yeah. No, that was Guns N' Roses, I think. Take me down to the Panama City. Panama, Panama. Yeah, you know, made famous by that song. The Panama Canal is actually drying up, and it's actually pretty sad. That area, that region of the world is actually going through significant droughts, and their rainy season this year was the lowest on record since at least 1923. That is not good. The Panama Canal, you know, it used to be just like the major number one way for the United States and Eastern Europeans to get to, you know, Asia and you know, because they could go around instead of having to go all the way around South America. And with everything that's going on in the Suez Canal right now, I mean, the Panama Canal drying up is not good because they use more water. Just, you know, because it's basically set up like, so there's interchangeable. So you go into this, and then it's like, oh, it fills up with water. And then whoop, and then there's another one. And then there's a whoop, and then they got to equal out that water. That's just a lot of water. It's too much water. Too much water is being used, and there's not enough water going back in because there's not enough rain. And then, you know, when you have a thing that's doing its thing, and then it's like so much water here, and then like these people are over here like, oh, I'm 500,000 people. I'm not using enough water. There's too much water being used. Either way, they just don't have enough water. Panama Canal's drying up. And you know what we think of that? Boo! So, send, for every girth box, that's why we're partnering with Panama. And for every girth box we sell, and for every vial of hogwash we sell, a portion of those proceeds will go to refilling the Panama Canal so it doesn't dry up. So, that's we're very, very happy to be partnering with them. If we get to 1 million subscribers in the next 3 weeks, I am going to personally walk down to Panama and I'm going to pour some of my hogwash right into that canal to signify the good that we have done. All right? So we're out here helping the world. We're saving the fucking world, okay? It's important. We're doing God's work out here. In God, we love you. Through God, all things are possible. That's right. Girthy Hogs Network presents Bath Time. That's the show you're on right now. How about that? Yeah, with your inevitable host. And I have to tell you something. This is when we're going to take a somber note. This is when we're going to get serious. If I can be serious for a minute. I'll be serious for a minute. Toby Keith died. Toby Keith has passed away. He's an American legend. You know, I have a lot of memories of this guy. He was a big, important part of my childhood. I listened to a lot of Toby Keith. So, before we go any further, on a somber note, let's do a moment of silence for Toby. All right. I hope everybody out there loves Toby Keith as much as I do. This one's for you, Toby. We love you, man. All right. So now, since we're on the term of Toby Keith, since we're on the subject, we'll talk about some of the important things in my life that Toby Keith impacted. He said he had a lot of songs. He had a lot of great songs. I read where he had performed for over 250,000 enlisted servicemen and women, which is actually very admirable. And he had performed over 200 free USO shows over the course of his career. Yeah. What a great guy. I mean, really. He's probably in my top 5 Americans of all time. Right up there with Jim Belushi, George Washington, all those guys. He's right up there with them. I remember when he told fucking Iraq that he was going to put a boot in their ass or whatever. Fucking sucker punch came from somewhere in Iraq. I'm going to put a boot in your ass. Yeah, so he did that. He sure did. And, he did have some jams. He said that he had that. Yeah, so Toby Keith, great guy. He actually he was a football guy. He was a big guy. He was played football. He played football. He sure did. He did that. And he also worked in the oil fields when he was just a wee lad, just a tiny little Toby running around. So he had a hard life, and he knew what it was like to be a fucking real working man, and that translated to his music. And he never compromised. He was always, I love this bar. He was a good guy, and he was a good singer. He was a good singer, man. He was good. All right. And when I was a kid, I really thought, I heard that song, I should have been a cowboy. And I really thought for a while that I should have been a cowboy. I was really that was at the forefront of my that's what I thought I should have been. Because nowadays you got all these people that are like, oh, I should have been a woman, or I should have been a man. I thought I should have been a cowboy, And, I went through my whole fucking childhood. I was like, you know what? I should have been a cowboy. And I was like constantly trying to be a cowboy. I was doing everything I can to be a cowboy. And, I was like fucking trying to like herd all the neighborhood animals and trying to figure out how to ride them. And I was trying to milk the neighborhood cats and dogs. And one of my neighbors had a possum. That was cool. I tried to milk that. Didn't like it. But anyway, I was always out there. I was trying to be a cowboy. And, I was going in trying to, I was trying to protect little small towns in the West. And, once I became a man, I knew that I could no longer be a cowboy because that ship had sailed. I was no longer should have been a cowboy. It was more like, I'll never be a cowboy. Once I became a man, I knew that I was never going to be a cowboy because I didn't have any cows, man. And I was a man now. I can't be a... All right, so what are the 2 main things to be a cowboy? You got to be a boy. I was a man now. Thank you, Rita. Anyway, and you gotta have a cow. I didn't have any cows either, so I could never have been a cowboy. Could never have been a cowboy, but I should have been a cowboy. But I guess I'll never know what it's like to be a cowboy. But that's all right because his music uplifted me in other ways. It told me that. She ain't that much fun when I quit drinking. It taught me that it should have been a cowboy. That's what he taught me. Me, I want to talk about me. Want to talk about I. He told me that one of the best lessons he ever had was how do you like me now? Where it's like, yeah, this bitch wouldn't pay any attention to him, and then fucking he gets famous, and now she's like, whoa, I should have fucking been with you. Should have been with a cowboy. Yeah. So the underlying lesson in a lot of Toby's music is that you should have been a fucking cowboy. You know, if you're a cowboy, you'd have been tough enough to win that bar fight. You would have been tough enough to fucking work on the oil fields and play football. And, you know, R.I.P. Toby, we loved you. I would. God damn it, Toby. Why'd you have to leave? We love you, Toby. Where did you go? Why did you have to go? We're gonna do a short tribute here to Toby Keith, one of his best songs. If you haven't heard it, maybe you should have been a cowboy. Alright, got a lot of foam in here. So he went from like 30 degrees to sitting in a hot bath. They got so warm so quick. Oh, Toby, where'd you go? Why'd you leave me, Toby? We do one of those. Get that foam away. We gotta do it right for Toby. Alright, here we go. This one's for Toby. Red Solo cup, I drink you up. Let's have a party. Red Solo cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party, Toby. Party's over, Toby. Party's over. Why, God? Why, God? Why'd you have to take Toby? Why'd you have to take Toby from me? I needed Toby in my life. I should have been a cowboy. I knew it. I should have been a cowboy this whole time. Why? Why'd you have to take Toby? Oh, couldn't you have taken Aldine? Couldn't you have just taken Aldine? Why'd you have to take Toby? Toby! He was my favorite Spider-Man. He was the best Spider-Man. Toby, we miss you. We miss you already. Gone too soon. Reds, one more time. Let's lift this solo cup to the sky. It's Red Solo Cup. You're partying with God now. Good night, sweet prince. In other news, shark attacks, unprovoked shark attacks, are on the rise. And that is scary. And that's something that we are going to touch on next week. Once again, we love you so much. Thank you for tuning in to the Girthy Hogs Network. R.I.P. Toby. Should have been a cowboy. We'll see you next time. I love you. Girthy Hogs. A Girthy Hogs production.